Hey, Mom, can Ned spend the night?
No, Ned can't stay tonight. He stayed every night this week.
Oh man.
So, one of the things that we're also seeing happen in this space of augmented reality and everything else is that two things are changing that will make all these techniques much more accessible to consumers. We're starting to see the display devices like glasses and other things are getting much higher resolution and much better battery life and much more efficiency, and possibly equally importantly, the compute power that you can carry around with you. It's starting to become very sophisticated. And once we start to see displays that are right around the corner that'll look just like glasses that could superimpose this on it, then I think we're going to see a really rich area for the development of things. And I think that those things will be things like video conferencing while you're in a park. And then something else that you mentioned earlier, Mark, was this whole notion of using drones to capture video, to do things like keep an eye on construction projects or whatever. But you know that people do all kinds of amazing things with drones, like race them. And people go racing drones and then they use a very sophisticated display to then see what the drone is seeing so that they can race that way. And that's something that's been going on for a while.
Do you think it'll get linked in? Remember our very, very first episode, Technically Speaking, you were talking about April tags, right?
Mm-hmm.
So do you think it'd be like someone at a warehouse, for instance, will have some really funky glasses and they could look around and just look, it would see the April tag and it would be like, yeah, in this box, we've got machine guns and baby diapers, to where you would have that real time, I don't know, metadata that could be triggered by April tags on things. What do you think?
Absolutely, yes. I mean, that whole April Tag episode was mainly about how crazy it's been that we've seen all these advances in computer vision, where we could put a camera on a robot and have it rip through a warehouse and map out 5,000 square feet and take inventory in a minute. That's pretty amazing. We're starting to see technologies that are helping to make a shopping experience more fun, or a fan experience at a sports venue more interesting. I mean, we're already seeing a lot of that today, where you could go sit in your seat, and if you're in a stadium, you could see the camera that's been mounted to the quarterback's helmet and watch what they see while they're throwing a pass, and you can only see that inside of a stadium.
What about security? People breaking in and goofing with what you're looking at?
Well, that's a problem, but let's think about the other side of security. Let's think about something positive. So I read a great description. This was in a sci-fi novel, but if you think about the problem that you face at the airport, when you leave and you've got your luggage and you're going out and they've got some poor person stuck at a booth that's waiting to see if someone tries to go the wrong way down that hallway. How long does it take that person to get bored? Maybe have that person hang around with their AR goggles on, watching all this stuff happen, and then periodically have a bowling ball roll down the aisle that they have to then click on to get a cookie. So, in closing, Mark, I think that this world of visualizing all of the information that we're carefully producing and curating and dealing with, I think that that's all converging, and I think that's really interesting. And I'm very excited about the capabilities that will present to us. And so, yeah, let's watch the space. We'll come up with some more stuff to talk to you about really soon here on Technically Speaking.